Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Im looked it up, and pretty cool thing. Stan here did the voice work for some characters in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Isn't that right?
Indeed.
That's pretty cool.
Or how about a Russian one? No, Scottish.
You know, I think you two might be worse when you're working together.
That's entirely possible.
And my suit won't be getting a voice no matter what the accent is. At least not until we've taken care of the matter at hand.
Oh.
I think I finally got a winning plan that's going to take down Scorpion, but it's going to take a lot of work from all of us. So focus up.
Oh.
Though first, I need some coffee. Stan, would you mind helping me with that?
Sure. What? Victoria heads to the kitchenette, and I follow. Dynamo raises a suspicious eyebrow, but doesn't object. As Victoria fills up her coffee maker with water, I grab a pair of mugs.
So, about last night,
About last
Didn't
night.
happen.
I'm still, evaluating, but I don't regret it. I just want you to know that.
Oh, that's nice of her.
It's a return policy.
I am tempted, but
Good, because I don't either.
Why not?
Oh,
You
I
go
can
back.
tell. Got a little pep in
you want me
your
to?
step.
Alright,
Good.
fine.
Let's see what it is.
Well, if you change your mind, there's a 30-day return policy. Funnily enough, we were just talking about tossing me into a mailbox. So all you'd have to do is slap a label on my ass and...
I jerk my head in Dynamo's direction, trying to be discreet.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. I love that live wire, but I can make my own returns, thank you.
Of course.
So, just...
Oh, wait.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. I love that live wire, but I can make my own returns, thank you. Though, just to be safe, let's try to keep this to ourselves for now, okay? I promise we'll talk more later, but for now, there's still a lot to do, and...
She casts a knowing glance in Dynamo's direction, and I nod in understanding.
Yeah, I get it. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright.
Soon enough, the coffee's ready, and we return from the kitchenette to find Dynamo picking up one of Victoria's workbenches and setting it gently down in the middle of the apartment. Jesus Christ. Apparently, this is standard procedure because Victoria doesn't even acknowledge it. She just sets about getting her laptop hooked up to something and spreading the sheets of paper from her binder across the table. So, with a shrug, I grab a stool and sit down across from Dynamo, though I use both hands. Not long after, Victoria has activated a holographic display of some kind, though it's looking a little
I
cluttered.
swear, you've always got 1,000 tabs open.
Because I always have a lot to do, okay? There's a system.
Uh-huh.
There's always a system.
Victoria
Important
clears
things
the
go here and important things go there. Nothing here.
And then I need to read this fucking Wikipedia tab, and then I gotta... If I don't get this cake recipe, oh my god. Victoria clears the throat and hastily clears the display, leaving only images of Lord Bedlam, Madam Scorpion, and Lord Bedlam's lair.
Anyway, let's recap the situation. Scorpion Group's latest product, the Henchman mobile app, was rolled out to 22 low-grade supervillains since it went into beta this summer. The latest
Ooh.
being Lord Bedlam.
Oh, I thought we were, like, recent, or, we were, like, the first.
Each of those supervillains engage in heists at server farms and data science facilities across the globe, just weeks after enrolling in the app. Bedlam was no exception, but when we intervened...
Bitchface Supreme showed up personally to get in the way.
Yes, Madam Scorpion countered in person. That told us 3 things. 1, there was more to this than an app. 2, whatever it was, she had to be close to her goal to show her hand like that. And 3, there was something special about Lord Bedlam.
I'm sorry,
Interesting.
time out. Did you say there was something special about Lord Bedlam? The same Lord Bedlam that robbed a pet store last month.
And a baloney train before that.
That's
Artisanal
exactly what
bologna.
I said,
Of
which
course,
is why little Miss
artisanal
Super
bologna.
Spy over here
Can't
decided
forget
to
that.
investigate
Of
in
course.
After doing a little financial sleuthing, of course.
She gestures to some of the papers that are spread across the table. Receipts, tax information, all leading to Lord
That's
Bedlam.
how I knew he was building something. I just didn't know what or where.
Wait, Lord Bedlam
Luckily,
pays taxes?
Scorpion was using Henchman to reload his roster.
Makes sense, I
and
guess.
You know the rest.
Guess he doesn't want
Gotta
to mess with
pay
the
for
IRS.
Right.
like
So
the
she
energy
used him
to his
build the
secret
world's
lair, I
largest, most
suppose.
evil custom
yeah.
PC in existence.
Is
She
there
stole a
an
bunch of
evil
data, and
IRS
she's
for
crowdsourcing
supervillains?
Henchman.
There probably
How
is.
is it all connected?
Or do you think it is just the IRS? And they don't deal with that because it's the fucking IRS?
Maybe there's probably a 50-50 chance it's either like the evil bank from Despicable Me, or it's just the IRS.
I wasn't sure either. Not until I was around her long enough to confirm something about her. Remember that important little detail I told you yesterday morning?
That she absorbs information like our brains got fucking Wi-Fi. My destiny.
powers?
Her powers?
Exactly. These are all tools that she can use in perfect harmony with her own superhuman abilities. Before I was able to see her operate up close, the idea of her cerebral superprocessing was just a theory. Most of her abilities were. She rarely steps into the limelight, and when she does, she leaves a smokescreen.
And a stench. But you're right.
What?
I've taken her on more than anyone, and I still
Probably
can't
death.
nail down exactly what she's capable of.
Until last night, you mean?
Exactly. It may have been a simple game of spells and swords, but she couldn't resist the temptation to show her dominance, even if it tipped her hand.
Are you?
Yeah.
Maybe she thought it wouldn't matter as long as she killed you before you could act on it.
Or maybe she was too busy recruiting the Henchman of the Month here. She seemed pretty impressed with you.
Yeah, that's really worrying. I think that's the most worrying thing, that anybody's impressed with us.
Oh, absolutely.
Or at least, like, merge all the computers into her brain through a
Wait,
big
what?
pillar of...
Yeah, 100%.
Or at least, like, merge all the computers into her brain through a big pillar of light. I always thought these things needed a pillar of light.
What?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so that's like a bug.
In any event, when you take her power into account, things begin to make sense.
With a few taps on her keyboard, Victoria starts flipping through more images on the hologram of other villains and their layers from across the world. Soon they all show up
The
on a
data
map.
that Lord Bedlam and the other villains in the Henchman beta program stole is on these servers on a private network, which she can connect to through...
The Hearts of Men.
The hearts of men. That foul succubus.
She's not a succubus, Stan. You've been playing too much spell.
I had to.
That's great.
Wait.
Yeah.
Scorpions, of course. It all makes sense.
What? No, the scorpion thing isn't literal. It's the app, Stan.
Okay, for real.
The
That's great.
Bingo. Not only
Oh,
does it
man,
give
that's
her a
good.
mercenary army of henchmen to use at will, it also gives her direct access to her network at thousands of locations around the world. As long as a phone with Henchman installed is nearby, she can connect and put her cerebral superprocessing into overdrive. It'll be like she's a chess supercomputer on steroids. She'll be impossible to outmaneuver.
So she's basically given herself unlimited access-free Wi-Fi across the planet.
Yeah.
Well, if we can't outsmart her,
5G
we'll just
too.
have to overpower her.
Oh no, 5K 5G.
Oh no.
I'm not sure that'll be an option either. If she can make her calculations fast enough... Well, we can't let it come to that. That's why the three of us are putting a stop to it tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
You mean the two of you are stopping it while I get you water bottles and orange slices, right? Look, I said I'd help, but this sounds nuts. And it's like I said when you asked why I became a henchman. I don't do well with big expectations. Sometimes on purpose, and sometimes, well, because I just can't live up to them. I don't see what I bring to the table here. If Scorpion's got all this going for her, what the hell can I do to help you stop her?
I'm getting to that, but you really need to stop selling yourself short.
I am literally a fucking henchman.
To be fair, we have done a lot. We survived
guess.
encounters with not just Lady Dynamo here, but
Was that intentional though? We
Scorpion herself.
we goofed around
She-
it so we seemed like less of a threat.
To hell with expectations. I wouldn't be Shining Nova if I just did what was expected of me. Being a superhero takes an independent spirit, and honestly, I think you have that.
I do not think I am superhero material, just gonna point that out.
You're here because you chose to be, not because anyone ordered you to or it was what you were supposed to do. And that's exactly
I
why we
mean,
need
technically we did order him to, but
Well, I mean, it was either help or die, so, you know. I mean, there was a choice, it just wasn't a good choice.
All right. So, what sort of help am I providing then?
help. Like I said, I'm getting to that.
Fine. Victoria clears the holographic display and brings up a map of the secret lair. It's not complete, but it's accurate. She probably made it while she was
If the
undercover.
escape hatch in the cafeteria isn't on any existing maps of the lair, then it's in her power's blind spot. That means she may not have found it yet.
Oh. A dot appears in the cafeteria's loading bay, followed by the word
So,
Alpha.
our Alpha team will enter there, but only after our Beta team has forcibly entered through a more visible entrance here.
Our Dynamo's beta team, right? A dot appears in the main chamber, marked as beta. Yeah.
Beta's goal is to destroy all the transports. What are they called again, Stan?
Oh no.
Bedlam copters.
Bedlam.
Seriously? Well, they can't be that dangerous if they're named after that dweeb.
But they can still fly, so we need to neutralize them to prevent any escapes. Luckily, their exit in the roof of the chamber is a perfect entryway for an airborne incursion. Beta team's job is to bust through that exit, destroy or disable the, Bedlam copters, and then engage the inevitable reinforcements. Meanwhile, Alpha team will covertly enter through the cafeteria and fight its way to the supercomputer chamber.
A swarm of red X's move from the base to the main chamber, while a green line winds its way through the halls until it reaches the supercomputer.
Once there, Alpha Team will upload a malware package to the supercomputer that should get the whole network stuck in a loop. At least, I hope. I just finished it last night, so testing hasn't been robust. But if it works, then it should give
It's
us a
nothing
chance
but
to
Rickrolls.
incapacitate Madam Scorpion and escape.
That's what I like to hear. Only problem is, why is my team Beta team? I should be Alpha team this time. That's bullshit.
Oh my god, Dynamo.
How do you know you're Beta Team? I never said you were.
It's the Smash Shit team, and the other one is Sneaky Cybercode team. It's not hard to do the math.
Well, she came up with the plan, so she's going first, so meh.
Fine. You're right. Alpha Team is Stan and I, and you're...
Just say Dynamo for God's sake.
Okay, you're just Dynamo then. But one other thing, and don't be mad. If Scorpion shows up, you briefly engage and then retreat.
What? Why?
Because until we take down that system, she's too dangerous. And she's fought you before. In fact, she's gone out of her way to fight you. It sets off alarm bells, like she's counting on your interference.
So what? I can take her. Even with that nanotech or whatever she's got pumped into her, she's not as strong as me.
nano machines, son.
And I'm sure she knows that, but she avoided me and attacked you at the data science lab anyway. Something's not right about it. Just promise to play it safe. Please?
She wants data on Dynamo.
Ah, don't
Yep.
give me the puppy look. Fine. I'll be careful, alright?
Maybe she can mimic her powers.
Good.
I doubt that.
Then that leaves Stan and I
But
as Alpha Team.
just so she knows how to mess with her
Maybe.
to make
Not
her
really.
angry enough to make a mistake.
You really know how to treat a guy. Will dinner be before or after the raid on the supervillain hideout?
Victoria suddenly tenses and shoots me a surprised look. Oh, whoops. I forgot we were trying to keep this
I
contained.
mean, you know, what do you guys
Should I
normally do
rewind?
after an operation? Like, is there a
Why not?
superhero bar you guys go to, or...
Who says you're invited, Sunshine? Though it would be pretty funny to drink you under the table.
Wait, you have a superhero bar? Dynamo
not
laughs and I
surprised.
breathe out a sigh of relief as the clue whizzes over her head.
Well, that's all getting a little ahead of ourselves, isn't it? Anyway, that covers the high-level plan. If it goes smoothly, I'll handle the malware activation myself. But just in case, you'll both have backup drives. They'll be plug and play, but a little slower than if I hook in directly. Any questions?
Where's the pill? Oh, that's one.
Do we have any reinforcements?
No, it's just us. We can't risk spooking her or giving away what we know. If this doesn't work, I can bring in the NWHA, but...
But our girl lines that helmet with tinfoil, if you know what I'm saying.
Planning and strategy aren't paranoia. I just have...
A system.
Paranoia.
I know.
Yeah, okay. Victoria shuts off the hologram
That's
and
just some
exhales
paranoia.
before gesturing to the papers scattered across the table.
Anyway, I printed out some additional intel for you guys to take a look at. I need to tune up Kepler, but just holler if anything else comes up.
Homework? On printed paper? You're killing me, Victoria.
And if you're not prepared, Scorpion might actually kill you, so quit whining. We leave from here at 5:35 tomorrow morning, so we don't have much time.
Oh, that's early.
But if we work together and follow the plan, I know we'll succeed.
It's not exactly the Gettysburg Address, but something about Victoria's words motivates me all the same. And while Dynamo continues to protest, I find myself gathering up a few sheets and getting to work. Maybe it's the very fact that it's not a grand call to arms that I find so effective. I'm not being commanded into battle, I'm being talked to like an equal. Even though I know I'm really not. The three of us split off into different corners of the apartment, and time flies as we set about preparing. Victoria works quietly on her suit, and I do my best to memorize her reports. Eventually, Miss Dynamo flies off. Ostensibly, it's to go on patrol for a while to throw another red herring out there, but I don't think that fools Victoria. Based on how she shrugged it off, she probably expected it. I really like how this place is lit at night.
Yeah.
When my eyes start to hurt from reading, I wash my uniform, stuff some cereal down my gullet, and practice more with the gauntlet Victoria gave me while she puts her suit through the
Is
paces.
cereal all she eats, I wonder?
I...
Like occasionally take out.
maybe. At first, the weightlessness of the shield threw my brain for a loop, but I'm getting the hang of it now, as much as I can get the hang of anything with all these butterflies in my stomach. Some of them are from what awaits me tomorrow, but the rest are blue, white, and gold. Should I say anything? No, I said I'd give her time, and I meant it. Tomorrow's important. I shouldn't distract her with something like that, but tomorrow's uncertain, too. What if I embarrass myself or mess things up, and the electricity of the moment is
Die.
gone? What if we already lost it and I haven't realized yet? What if...
Jesus Christ!
I jump and nearly smack myself in the head with the shield as I turn to face the intruder, who turns out to be Victoria, in her full, shining Nova regalia. I let out a sigh of relief and verbally deactivate my shield.
What's wrong? Having a painful flashback to the day we met?
You are an
Yeah.
asshole.
Something like that.
I like
Sorry,
it.
I was spaced out. Is it dark outside? When did that happen?
Victoria's suit cracks open and she steps out. She wipes a lock of hair out of her eyes and stretches out her shoulder. Light catches the glint of sweat on her skin and that glint of whiskey in her eyes. I'm staring, I know, but this time I don't try to hide it.
Still early, but you must really be in orbit if you missed the sun setting. Is something on your mind?
I open my mouth to reply, but hesitate halfway there. No, that's too direct, isn't it? I shake my head and hold up the
Oh,
gauntlet.
you know, just this gift of yours. Still trying to get used to it and... who am I kidding?
I pull the gauntlet off and set it aside. Taking in a sharp breath, I turn to face Victoria. This time I don't stop myself.
Victoria,
Need a break? Good, me too. In fact, that's why I came to check on you.
Oh! Before I can respond, she grabs my hand and pulls me forward. Wait, is she stepping back into the suit? Hold on,
Let's
hold
get
on.
a breath of fresh air.
That...
Holy
your-
shit!
How... Can it fit too?
I doubt it.
Suddenly, my feet leave the ground and we're rocketing upwards. My eyes are forced closed as the cold night air whips across my face. Okay, so we're not inside the suit. And my stomach drops so fast it's as though it's been left behind entirely. Then, just when my heart feels like it can't beat any faster, the roar of the thruster's quiet and our pace slows, until at last feels like we've come to a stop. I still don't feel anything beneath my legs. For a moment they flail in reflexive panic, but then a voice soothes my nerves and opens my eyes.
Just relax. I've got you.
Oh, this is cool.
You okay?
Yes.
Yeah, actually. Are you? You're looking, a little exposed.
Of course I am. I'm still in the driver's seat. I just cracked the window a little.
So you've done this before.
Oh, hell no. This is a first.
I don't know whether that's reassuring or concerning.
It does
Bit of
seem a
both.
little risky for you.
Yeah, but I want to take risks with you.
Oh, I hope that doesn't come back to bite us. I didn't notice that we'd pulled so close. Our lips meet, and all my senses are overwhelmed by that surge of electricity, even more potent than before. When at last we part, we don't need to speak. For a long moment, we just hold close to each other, floating silently among the stars.
It's peaceful up here. With you.
Yeah, but let's make it even riskier.
You just
Oh my
headbutt her.
God, what? No. Cracking a window is one thing, but
Huh? I meant let's fly around a little more. What did you... You didn't think. Oh, wow. Damn, you really bring it on a second date.
no, you tried to turn this around. How else was I supposed to take that? Hey, baby, let's get even riskier. You're the freaky one here.
I don't know. I feel like it would make perfect sense for a shining beacon of justice like yourself to have a side like that. Superhero in the streets, freak in the...
All right, you asked for it.
Alright, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.